Welcome to Bullet Point. We are your host. I'm EP.
I'm JM.
Every week we're going to talk about competitive shooting and everything around it.
So, if you are a hardcore shooter, enthusiast, or a beginner, this is your show.
You can easily connect with us through PHLV Radio Facebook page, Bullet Point Facebook page, or simply email us at bulletpointmediaproduction@gmail.com.
Now, don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel so you would be able to get the latest episode of Bullet Point.
All right.
Are you ready? Stand by.
All right, JM. It was a long weekend for us.
Yes, another long weekend indeed.
Back to back to back.
Oh
right?
my goodness.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I still will do it maybe. The other week was 3 days in Rio Salado.
Yep. And then followed by our left out match
In
to
Lake
cap off the season.
Oh my God, that was just crazy.
What did you think of the match?
Oh, that was good, man. Oh, I'm so excited.
Great stages.
Those are stages that were really thought about. You know what I mean?
I
It
agree.
was great.
I agree.
So, speaking about thought about, so it's we're going to talk about tonight, guys, the importance of mental preparation.
Yes.
All right. So, in fact, one of the things that I learned from you guys is how you have to be mentally tough when you're shooting. So I think this is a good topic for tonight.
It is a good topic. I think it's a big chunk of your process.
Correct.
Whenever you're shooting a specific or stages, different types of stages. So mental preparation, mental toughness, it all kind of blends in,
right?
on how you're going to execute it.
Of course, while physical skills and equipment, certainly it plays a major role in USPSA competition. Mental preparation, mga kaibigan, just like what Jim was saying, is just as necessary when you have to prepare for it, right?
Yes.
So staying focused,
Right.
Making quick decisions.
Right.
Woo, that's hard.
Yeah, and also being able to adjust on those decisions. If something goes, wrong or not in your way,
Exactly,
you have
yeah.
to be able to course correct that real quick.
Handling pressure, this can actually make a lot of difference between winning and losing.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just about having the right gear. It's not just about having the right gear or you have the strongest body. I see a lot of people there that really are, they're really fit, right? But it's also about being mentally prepared for the challenges of every stages that you go through.
Yes. And I think from our last week's episode, I think I mentioned a lot of this percentage is all mental.
Exactly,
and just a small percentage on the shooting, which is basically will be a difference on all of our shooting skills.
Exactly. And whether you're a seasoned competitor or just a beginner, don't overlook the importance of this mental preparation in any competitive setting. So, mental strategies, let's talk about that, JM, right?
Yeah.
So, successful competitors, they often employ a lot of mental strategies to be able to enhance their performance, right?
Yeah. You see a lot of competitors kind of, whisper and talk to themselves.
That's right, the self-talk, right?
Kind of just going through a checklist.
Exactly. And visualization is another one. And of course, the mindfulness. These are just some few of the techniques, guys, that will be able to help you as a shooter, that you'll be able to maintain your focus and, of course, stay calm, especially under pressure.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, that's important. You don't panic.
You don't panic.
So
right?
it's also normal for first-time shooters that are going through this routine or this process. Especially if you're a beginner, it's okay to get nervous or you got butterflies in your stomach. But eventually, as you compete at these matches, level 1s, level 2s, those are going to go away eventually.
I remember a friend of mine, we shoot together, right? He said, I don't know, for some reason, whenever we do this first stage and I'm up, I still feel that. I mean, so it's normal, guys, when you feel that. You're going to be having butterflies.
Yeah. It's, I think, in my opinion, it's just mostly everybody's watching you, right? Everyone, you have all the eyes on you.
Is that right?
Everyone's trying to look at your execution or your stages. I think that adds a little bit of the anxiety that kicks in.
When they're looking at you, that's not what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you're just playing in your head. But
right.
you know what's the funny thing about it is you don't see them because you're facing the range, everybody's behind you.
And then you hear a lot of talk. So me, what I do, I just turn off my headset. You just want to make sure that you're zoned in. So, JM, so what we're trying to say here, mental preparation, guys, is it's just as critical as physical training. I see a lot of people really who are serious in this sport. They do go to the gym, they run, they do a lot of this calisthenics, right? But, you don't have to go as far as that. At the end of the day, guys, you want to have fun in shooting and in competitive shooting. Right. But they do. They do really prepare for it.
Right. Physical aspect of our sport, to others, to us, it's a sport, right?
Yes.
We're already at that phase, in that level. But to others, it's still a hobby. It's still I'm gonna go out there, have some fun with my friends, hang out with my friends. But to others, it's really very serious. They have a regimen. Correct. They go to the gym. Their diet is different whenever it's they tackle like level 2 or level 3 matches. So all of those, especially like World Shoot, all of those combined. They have this athlete mentality already.
Exactly, adopting and incorporating all those strategies in your training routine. This definitely will significantly improve your chances to, of course, coming up on the top.
Right.
So again, don't overlook the mental preparation. It will tell you it could be the key to your success in this sport.
Yes, it's a matter. Our sport is a matter of time and numbers.
Yes.
So it could mean a step to the left or the right step to the right, or it's a wrong move, then you lose the points. Lose the position.
Exactly, Jam. You were saying those are the things that you call mental challenges.
Yes.
So you actually deal with your performance anxiety.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of unexpected setbacks during that just few seconds of a run.
Yes.
It's just the longest seconds that you actually have.
It's not like golf where you have a mulligan and you can redo it.
Oh, here it's not.
Here is just one run. Exactly. That's about it, and everything's going to be recorded. So you want to make sure that everything is perfect within that time frame.
Exactly.
And if it's not, like for example, you have a malfunction. Your gun doesn't run or your magazine, falls.
It happens to all of us.
You have to be able to fight through that and overcome those obstacles.
Exactly. So just overcoming, that's what you need to develop resilience into this sport. Practicing this. I'm telling you, I practice relaxation techniques when I do that, right?
Yep.
So and then of course seeking support from your peers.
Yeah.
That's why it's so nice to shoot with you guys. With friends around you. They're gonna say what you should have not done, or just saying, hey, you can do this.
Yeah.
Just like last week, all I heard was, okay, you can do this, guy, Enrico or EP. You're gonna do this one. You're gonna go through this course correctly, or what have you. Good luck. All of this can actually help you navigate your strength or confidence when you run your course.
Right. No, it's one good thing about our community. It's very support. All the support is there.
Yeah.
They're encouraging, very encouraging. Even if you had a bad run, it's all right. They'll pat you in the back and say, you'll get them next time. Make sure that you just. Go through that list again.
Forget about that stage. Focus on the next stage.
Exactly.
Right? So speaking about that, I learned from you guys staying focused or zoned in, just like what we talked last week. Some people say, JM, stop resetting or stop ROing, especially when you're in the hole.
Right. So. Rule of thumb: if you're the next shooter, then obviously you're not gonna help reset or paste targets. But if you're in the hole, also acceptable not to do those things, and be ready, because there are instances that specific competitor might not be ready and asked to be.
Oh yeah, that could happen.
Asked to be the last shooter. Now you're up.
Correct.
So you have to be on the move there as far as being ready to go at any given time.
Okay. You guys have to think about that. That's one of those regimens that you have to make sure that you remember when you're in the range.
Yeah.
I do that. I count. You have to know, guys, where if you're really on the hole already, or where you're at in the process of going to shoot next, right?
Yeah.
So, some people also say, hey, go to your cart, check your mags on belt, make sure that it's there, because sometimes they go to the what do you call it, the starting line, then
they don't have anything.
They don't have the magazine, right?
Yeah.
So jack it off, power off your headset, check your glasses.
You're right. I would suggest what I do is I make a mental checklist, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm in the line, I'm ready to go. All I'm thinking is just executing that specific stage.
Wow.
Nothing else. But prior to that, I've already done my magazine. I've already reloaded.
Good.
I've already put. Cause I use chalk, so I already put chalk on my hands. I'm ready to go.
Good.
So my dot's on. 'Cause do you shut your dot off at all?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
So I turn it on. I only shut it off when the match is done.
Really?
So I just don't like the turn on.
Oh,
turn
that's
off,
right.
turn
That's a
off,
good habit there.
So
I
just let it go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I might do it the next time.
Yeah, there you go.
See, you guys, we all learn, right? So when you're up next, finger gun the plan during the while you're resting.
Right.
Take all those moments that you actually envision how you're going to be shooting all of this, the targets. I think that's a good one. You do that, right?
Yeah, I do like a final run in my head. All of the courses of fire for that specific, all the target placements.
Okay.
It kind of goes through my head one last time.
Yeah.
Because once that beep goes off,
That's it. Yeah.
You got to run.
Yeah. So other people say as well, JM, you stand on your start position while you're actually staring at the first target until you hear the RO saying make ready.
Yes, that's important. Again, going back to our basics in our previous episodes, you have to wait for the RO's command. You can't grab your gun.
That's right.
And load
Point
mags.
Yeah.
You're gonna get sent home. You don't want that. So
go bye.
You always go back to the basics. In our previous episodes we talked about that. Always wait for the RO's command, and then that's when you kind of go through all your make ready process. So similarly to what you've done, right? What other stuff have you done on the make ready command?
Well, for that, sometimes I do draw and sight picture the first target, and then I load, and then I put it back.
Right.
So that's what I do.
Nice.
I think USPSA allows that, right?
Yes. For the most part, if it's IPSC, you can't really sight.
You can't sight picture, right?
Or do imaginary this,
or even move, in the start position.
USPSA they allow you just a slight step, but I see other competitors kind of do like two-step shuffle.
Yeah, you can't do
that. They frown upon that. They'll say something about it.
Exactly. But for me, I know what I see what you do. You have a big sigh before you shoot.
I do. I exhale. I think the shoulders would just kind of
relax you.
Relax it. And then before that, I just wanted to clear everything out before we start.
Awesome. So guys, you just have to zone in when you're there on the start position.
Right. Right.
Just make sure that's your moment. That's your time. It's just what you were saying, JM. Once the beep goes off, That's it.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you understand that point of focus and zoning in. Visualization, I know I mentioned that a little bit a while ago. It actually allows your competitors like us, you guys too, to mentally rehearse different stages, different scenarios, different techniques, and you try to enhance the familiarity so for you to be able to build confidence on how you're going to be running the stages. Do you do that too, right?
I do. Visualization is an important piece.
Yeah.
You have to train your mind to be able to retain
that's hard
information and execute it, because if you're a new USPSA shooter, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Exactly.
There's your shooting, there's the stage,
the counting,
there's the RO. So a lot of it could be very overwhelming. So I would suggest the visualization part is you have to be able to know where those targets are, where the no shoots are, or if there's any poppers or mini poppers. You have to know where they are to be able to get to that position and shoot them.
Correct. Because everybody, all of us guys who are shooters, right, competitors, we can improve our focus and our concentration by trying to visualize or picturing yourself while you are actually executing a perfect shot, and of course imagining yourself successfully navigating the whole what do you call it, course of fire. Right? That's just what it is, really. And then sometimes when you close your eyes and envision where these targets are, it actually helps you a lot.
It does. It's another form of relaxation when you get to the line. When you close your eyes, it's just another shut off moment, and be able to kind of reset to zero before you start executing the stage.
Yeah, that's what you call pre-competition nerves and anxiety.
Yep.
But when you close your eyes and your big sigh, it relaxes you.
Yes, it does. It does. You have to you have to be able to do a little bit of zen and zoning out.
Exactly. That's the reason why, guys, visualization is a very powerful tool to help us competitors to be able to achieve our goals. This may be little when you look at it, but it actually plays a major role when you start your run in your competitive shooting.
Right.
So make sure, guys, when you're on your start start position, you want to make sure that you take time, visualize, because the success of your shooting relies on it a lot.
I do wanted to point out that the make ready command, that's your time.
Stop after that, right?
Right. So that's your time. So the RO can't pressure you to hurry up. Your fellow friends can't tell you to hurry up.
Exactly.
It's your time. So use it wisely.
That's a good call.
And being able to really dial in what you need to do for that stage.
Exactly. That's a good call there. In fact, that is so true. Once he says make ready, that's
your
it.
time.
That's yours.
Yep.
Nobody can actually stop you there, except for the RO as well.
Except for the ROs. Yeah, except for the ROs.
So again, going back to visualization, some people say, JM, they say you have to quit socializing during that time. No phone calls, no FaceTime.
Right. So it really varies on person to person, right?
Yeah.
But we do see as fellow competitors, we do see the results.
Yeah.
When we kind of do a point of view on other competitors.
Yes.
When they're easily distracted, or doing some other stuff other than just focusing on a specific stage. We all want to be successful at this sport. We all want to enjoy it. So if you have a bad run, that's one of the contributing factors that's probably what happened is you weren't focused, or you didn't do your visualization.
Exactly. And then at the time too, guys, you might want to you want to train yourself. It's good that you're watching, right? But at one point, some other people say too that, hey, you quit watching, and then sometimes they tell you to do your face away. So you try to visualize the whole stage plan in your own zone.
Right.
Sometimes because you already have your plan, because you keep on watching, you change it again.
Right. Yeah. That's one thing that is always, for me, that it played negatively, is changing the plan last minute.
You
stick to your plan. execute your plan, it may look great, but keep in mind, all of us have different shooting abilities.
Correct.
Right? Physically, everyone is different. So, if that specific, shooter or competitor shot that in a specific way and you're like, oh, it looks great
Good.
and fast, right?
Yeah.
And you try to do it and you try to change it last minute, it doesn't usually work pretty well. And some it does.
Yeah.
Some it does.
Yeah. But mostly, I think it won't. Some other people say too, JM, you get your last walkthrough once the RO says range is clear. What does it mean?
Well, once it's the range is clear command, right? And you're the shooter on deck.
Okay.
I just tend to just stay put.
Okay.
It depends on a specific course of fire. If it's a little complex, then I kind of run it, make a quick go around of. I don't know if you do the same.
I do too much.
I see you. No, I see you kind of do a final walkthrough.
I do that. Yeah.
And kind of look at the stage one last time.
Exactly.
Before you shoot.
Exactly. And then that's very important, guys, just to make sure, not unless that you're confident already that you know how it is. You usually do this on a very long course of fire. But for a short one, you might not even need a lot.
Yeah.
Because it just could stick easily to your mind. So for me, I also check my landing marks.
Right.
That's very important to me.
Yes. Foot placements and where
Exactly.
you want to end up with is very important. If you overshoot, then you have to make sure that you course correct that.
Exactly.
But yes, foot movement and landing marks are very important.
Yeah. Foot movement, guys, the reason why we're mentioning that is because that will help a lot on how you're going to be finishing your course of fire faster if you know how to make use of your footwork as well.
Yes, correct.
Do you believe in self-talk? Do you do self-talk?
I do, but in my mind.
In your mind, right?
In my mind.
Right.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to share it to you guys. I always say before I go to the start position, very routinary.
Yeah.
I always say day by day, in every way, I get better and better. Because when I shoot, my competition is myself.
Right.
So I keep on repeating that so I can be zoning in. So.
No, everyone has their own
self-talks.
I do mine silently.
Yeah.
I just kind of before that few seconds before the beep.
Yeah.
I kind of just talk to myself to make sure that I don't screw this up.
Exactly, right? I saw this in one of these comments in one of the readings that I was doing. Some people, after they hear the make ready command, their self-talk is smooth, safety, sight picture, trigger control, center hit.
Yep. See, like I said, it's the list. It's a checklist.
It's a checklist,
right?
yeah.
And you want they go through that routinely. When you're shooting, it's like you're like a robot there.
Exactly.
You just kind of move the way where you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
So if it helps you do that, then by all means, do it.
Exactly. So you guys, do you do your self-talk?
Yeah.
So that's all of us have different ways in how to do it. Me, it's very simple. Every day by day, every way, I get better and better. I just keep on repeating that in my mind, right?
Yeah.
But some people says differently. Whichever works for you guys.
Right.
So, do you review the match book before the competition?
I do. I print it out.
That's good.
My son and I, we print it out before and we study it.
Good.
But I don't really look at it like others do. I only look at the starting position.
Okay.
And also how many rounds.
Yeah.
Because it changes.
Yeah.
The match book changes when you're actually at the match already. You're gonna notice, like when you're walking through, right? Usually the day before, or whether it's morning or afternoon, you're going to see that some of the targets were changed,
Yeah.
or some of the rounds were added.
And the
right?
reason why I'm asking about reviewing the match book, that actually helps you mentally prepare as well.
It does. So there are some anticipated courses of fire, right?
Yep.
The stages that might be a little complex to shoot, and
Yes.
you're eager to want to see that. But there are no surprises,
Yep.
right? So the idea here, what EP was saying is, if there is a WSB or written safety briefing for the courses of fire, I would suggest to print them off, or at least see them, put them on your
Correct.
phone, review them, and then kind of match it with what you're seeing on the ground.
Correct.
You see a lot of competitors go there very early in the morning, even if it's a local match. They kind of review the courses of fire. So there are, again, no surprises.
Especially for beginners, guys. If your nemesis is a swinger, you'd know now. If in the match book there's going to be swingers, you know now how you're going to be practicing the next
Right.
time. So you're preparing for that. Because when you see for example, what do you call this? A pupper.
Yeah.
That's not your best friend at all.
Right.
So now you're going to be including that in your practices every day.
Yes.
So that's mentally preparing you too, physically and mentally preparing you.
Correct.
Anticipation.
Absolutely
right?
correct.
So there you go. So another thing too, guys, is about making quick decisions when you're in that situation already. Just like what you mentioned, GM, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once the beep starts, that's your time,
Yep.
and that's it.
Yes.
Right. So what if something happens in between? So you need to do some quick decisions along the way.
Yes, you have, again, I think I mentioned this earlier, you have to be able to course correct.
Yes.
And you have to finish it.
Exactly.
You want to finish. This sport is not for quitters.
No.
If something bad happens, you have to finish it. Even if your time is a lot.
Exactly.
Or you have a lot of mics or misses.
It doesn't matter, guys.
Just finish it.
Finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, to be able to develop those quick decisions, I always really practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
keep on attending local matches.
Yes,
That's very important.
that's your foundation.
Yeah.
I think, and in my opinion, the local matches build your foundation.
Yes.
And when you start going outside, now you're attending level 2 out-of-state matches,
Yes.
level 3. Now your foundation becomes stronger. Now you're focusing now on experience or match level experience. I guarantee you, me and EP will guarantee you, if you shoot a level 2 or level 3, and then you go back to a level 1, it would be
different.
It would be different. It would be a little bit easier for you.
That's right. So just make sure, guys, that, for example, if you really would want to be a competitive shooter, you plan your year next year.
Yeah.
Tell yourself what matches you would want to join.
Yes.
You program it, and then that program will actually develop you along the way.
It does help that a lot. Look at the right now we're already to the tail end of our season.
Yes.
So a lot of this was just local matches now.
Yeah.
But for 2025 season, how do you prepare for that season? What do you do?
For example, right now we're gonna be on the shooting break, right? So
Right.
I'll be cleaning all my my equipments now, my reloading machine.
Yeah.
I'll be piling up all my brasses,
Right.
ordering all these heads, So I just want to make sure. And then once I get it all, I start making bullets ready for next year.
Yes, yes. So what EP was saying, folks, is EP reloads.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that hot topic.
Oh, yeah.
In the future. It's one of our good topics about reloading if it's right for you.
Correct.
So we take this time right now with our downtime to stock up on our components.
Yes.
Double check our equipment that's ready for 2025.
Yeah.
We check other items that we normally bring to make sure if they're still we need to buy
Working.
one or do we need to repair. So we take this couple month break not just to not not compete, but we also double check our equipments, make sure that they're ready for next year.
Not only that, you prepare for your equipments, guys. You also some people who are serious shooters. This is the time that they think about preparing themselves physically. You know, they go to the gym. You know, they just do the stuff like a real athlete is. You know?
Yes. Also, with the schedules that you have for the 2025, I usually write it on the board.
I do that too.
You know, and what
a notebook
matches,
for me.
what matches you plan to attend. How to prepare for those kind of matches and make sure you space them out.
Yes.
You know, we've EP and I encountered a back-to-back weekends where we were in area 2, as you guys have seen our show, and then we shot a left out match, an outlaw match last week in Lake Havasu, and it was tiring, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I felt it. So basically, how I do my schedule for 1 year, I put in schedule what local matches, how many times I'm going to be doing it in a month, and also part of your training, guys, would be training in an ordinary range. You don't have to go to a local match always.
Correct. Yes.
That's the thing, guys. And then I look at local matches. I look at regional matches. This next year, okay, I'm gonna do nationals next year.
Thank God it's just
the neighborhood.
In our backyard.
Exactly.
But also keep in mind the schedules that you guys want to do really depends on also how far do you want to travel.
Exactly.
And what matches you're gonna want to shoot for next year. Finances are involved in there as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Big chunk of that. So you
want to save it up.
You have to save some of the matches that you're going to attend to.
Correct. Oh, by the way, guys, another thing that I do for preparation, JM, is I watch YouTube videos. I don't watch everybody. At least, of course, YouTube videos that pertains to competitive shooting. I follow 1 or 2 great shooters that I want to be like, or at least copy how they move, how they focus, and how they break down the stages. I encourage you guys to watch those kind of YouTubes.
That's one of the tools that helps develop you as a good shooter. It also doesn't hurt if you have classes from some of the top shooters out there. Do your own research. Find out the cost. Find out their location. If you are nearby, reach out. They're super friendly. They'll accommodate you. But it kind of helps, build that foundation for competitive shooting. It may also eliminate some of the bad habits that you may previously had if you want to go into this sport. Find out some great instructors. There are tons of great instructors there that are grandmasters level or masters level. Just do your own due diligence to research that.
Exactly. So, guys, again, we were talking about mental training, JM. Not only, this is actually what I like about our sport. Not only that it enhances your performance when you shoot in competition, but I'm telling you guys, in real life, it also offers a lot of benefit in our everyday life.
It does.
Yeah?
It does. One of the beauties of our sport is it transcends into real life,
daily life,
right? You're quick thinking, you're a quick problem solver.
Concentration.
Your concentration is top notch. These day-to-day mentality that you approach life like this, like you're a competitive shooter.
It's funny, not really funny. A friend of ours, he says, shooting is my stress management.
Exactly.
That's true, guys. This is stress management, and a lot of people are introvert.
Yes.
But when they go to the range,
They're extrovert.
they become extrovert,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And then you'd see they increase their self-confidence.
Yes. You know, it's a lot like, you know, you see a lot of people's personality come out.
Yeah.
They become themselves when they're at the range. They're having fun with their friends. They're hanging out. Some of these things they might not be able to do outside the range.
Right. Exactly. You know, and then those are the things that are the positive outcomes of consistent mental preparation. That's why we're talking about it today, not only in shooting but in day-to-day life, you know. So just for you guys to dedicate time to develop your mental skills. That's what we're talking about today. You can develop your ability to handle this stress, those challenges, not only of competition but challenges in life too.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so again, don't underestimate, guys. If you are a shooter, you would like to know how to shoot, don't underestimate the topic today about mental training. It can make a big difference in your shooting performance and, of course, in every aspect of your life. Right?
That's
so,
correct.
What's your relaxation technique again, just aside from a big sigh? Deep breathing?
Yeah, deep breathing. It's so...
You go to the gym, right?
I do go to the gym.
Right.
I do go to the gym as much as possible. Because we like to eat, right?
Exactly.
As one of the benefits of shooting, after that is we go hang out. But a lot of like mental meditation. I just kind of zone out, and I just like kind of shut everybody off. Even though, you have to learn how to kind of tune everybody out. And just zone in and just try to be in that zone, that match mode mentality.
Match mode.
Yes.
That's what
match
it is.
Match mode mentality.
Right? Exactly. Relax. Again, that's the key. Focused. Stay calm. That's the key when you start shooting competitively.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So, in fact, shooters like you and me, guys, we can improve our ability by, on staying calm and focus under pressure. Using those deep breaths, and relaxing your muscles.
Right.
I do stretching just before I do my
yes,
shooting. Right?
I stretching is a big part, a big component because it's you want to be you're limber and your movements you shouldn't be obstructed, but your muscles play a big part of shooting because there are some low ports, or sometimes you have to veer like really hard left or hard right targets that you have to hyperextend it.
Exactly. The reason why you would want to do this so you can actually perform at your best.
Yes.
So you need all of this. I know there's a limitation to each and every one of us.
Yeah, that's right.
Last weekend, my knees. Okay, do you have
EP's knees were almost like, it almost needs a replacement.
Okay, that's the replacement there. No, just kidding. I only asked for Motrin.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so let's talk about last weekend, about left out match.
Left out match is actually a traditional match that we hear a lot of the Las Vegans shooters shoot. It's the last to us. It's the last big match of the year. Yeah. It's in Lake Havasu, beautiful place. Beautiful range.
And the course of fires, the stages.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
They're good. They're nice.
Right. So a great match we always look forward to every year.
And then I think there's guys from London Bridge Action Shooters and Mojave Green Shooters. You guys did a great job there.
Yeah, they've always collaborated for the past couple years now. They host these match, great stages every year. It gets better.
And I enjoy those stages. Again, they really thought about it, and it for shooters like us, we enjoy this kind of high round count.
Yes.
So those there's about 10 stages only last
Yes.
week, right?
It was a shoot 7 and shoot 3 for Sunday. So everybody.
Yeah.
One good thing about the left out match was time management.
Exactly.
They were able to squeeze 7 stages on Saturday, so it makes way for Sunday, and everybody goes home early.
Yeah, and that was good. It's a minimum 350 rounds.
Yes.
More or less, right?
How many did you bring?
500 this time.
I brought 600.
600?
Yes.
Okay, so funny, the first day I only brought 300 the first day.
Right.
And I'm saying, oh my God, will this fit?
Yeah, it's 7. It's 7 stages.
It's 7 stages. But that was really fun.
Yeah.
Good job to you guys for Left Out Match 2024. I think that this is my 4th year or 3rd year. I don't know. I know every year I'm there.
Yeah.
Last year we were there. Right?
We were there.
Yeah.
So a big shout out to Rick Punu, which is the match director, and the rest of the staff up there. Really good job. On
Kudos to you
match.
guys. Yeah,
Yes.
I really loved it. Looking forward again for next year.
Yes,
right.
we are.
So
we are.
every year we're there.
Yes, yeah. Count us in.
Count us in, right? So again, guys, Left Out Match. This is December.
Yeah.
Usually it's December at
Right.
Lake Havasu in Arizona. We're going to our video of the week.
Yes, videos.
Videos, I mean.
A couple
the
of
week.
submissions from our top shooters.
Top
in
shooters,
Las
right?
Vegas.
And we're featuring Neil Calzado.
Yeah,
in,
limited optic.
Limited optic, right?
In left out match.
In Left Out Match. And let's look at this this stage that Neil Calzado. I think this is stage 10 in Left Out Match. A limited optic shooter. Oh wow.
And congratulations to Neil for winning
Limited
his
optic.
class.
Wow.
Yeah, his class in limited optics.
Wow, can you imagine that?
That's a great execution at that stage.
Yep.
You
Let's look at it once more. Let's see. He did execute it very nicely.
And this stage can be confusing to a lot of people.
Yep.
Especially, our squad. There's a couple that really didn't know how to execute that properly.
This is tough.
Yeah, that's a tough stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's especially that Texas Star.
My God, can you imagine that? Poppers, Texas Star.
Yeah.
So congratulations,
Yes.
Neil.
Congratulations,
Neil.
Good job.
This is another of Neil's performance that day. I think this is stage 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. This is where we started Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a very tricky stage because you can miss those small poppers by the barrel.
That's right.
Which I think I knew a couple people that missed it.
Ooh, look at that. And he did execute this one again very nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the same way you did it?
Yeah, I did the same way.
Yeah. Same.
Look at that. The variation of the stage. Oh my God, it was just beautifully made.
It's a 1-for-1 on steel.
Woo!
Look at that.
There you go.
What a
That's Neil
beast.
Calzado, ladies and gentlemen, on
Congrats.
Limited Optics. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now we have another great shooter. His name is Jonathan Lara.
Yep, John Lara.
Carry Optic.
Yeah, Carry Optic. Congratulations to
Congratulations
him
too.
He won, so shout out to him and his group. Sheepdog Armory.
There you go. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, John moves pretty fast.
Yep, he does really move fast. I like the POV.
That's the aim cam.
That's it. Okay?
Yeah,
wow.
it's a glasses. It's shooting glasses with a camera in the middle.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's nice, huh?
Maybe on the side, but it's in the
glasses.
frame itself. The frame itself.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at that. Actually, this is one of my favorite stages.
Yeah, this is a good stage.
Yeah.
I was able to shoot this pretty well in my opinion.
And thank you, Jonathan, for sharing this video to us.
Yes,
this is a
congratulations
great-
on your win.
Yep.
Solid shooting. A lot of Las Vegas representation in the podium at left out match. Yeah, so congratulations.
Go Las Vegas!
Congratulations to all the winners. That's awesome.
Awesome, guys. So that was it for us, JM. That was a good topic for mental preparation about left out match and some videos.
Right. No, it was a great topic indeed. If you do have submissions on your videos, just feel free. Email us bulletpointmediaproductions@gmail.com. We'd love to receive them. We keep receiving them, and we're gonna pick a couple for next week as well.
Yeah, wherever you are, Philippines.
Yes. Not just Las Vegas or
Europe,
US.
right?
Yes.
So just send us, guys. So we'd love to see how you guys did, and we can actually feature it. So, and of course, for all our viewers, if you have some topics that you would want us to talk about, please feel free to put it in the chat below or email us. We'd love to definitely make a content out of that for you guys, right?
Yes.
So again, guys, this is another episode of Bullet Point. Up until the next episode, we're signing off.